What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Saiffers BPat podcast. We're currently in the middle of day one of Roland-Garros. The French Open is upon us. It's finally here. We've had a bunch of great matches today. We actually have 2 more days of round one, and that's actually going to be what we're talking about. My name is BPat. Saiffers is going to be taking us through matchup to matchup. We're going to be talking about some of our favorite plays, some of our favorite picks, and we're going to try to hit as many as possible. But yeah, guys, stay tuned. It's going to be a good episode, and yeah, let's ride. Let's get it.
Yo, what's going on, BPat? Nice to be back doing this for the French Open.
Let's go.
Yo, I kind of have mixed emotions about how this first day went.
Yeah.
Some good stuff, some bad stuff. Definitely some surprises, even for matches that I didn't bet. I didn't bet the Sabalenka match, and honestly, I was kind of surprised. All things considered, I know she won in the end. But I'm not overly pleased or impressed. But that's also because I have pretty high expectations for her.
Yeah.
Um, and the Kvitova, oof, 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 oof. Ay, 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 Kvitova. All right. Um, well, let's get into it. Let's look at tomorrow's games, or I guess the rest of the first round games that'll take place. Um, I think 40 of them tomorrow, and then about 10-ish on Tuesday, as well as some second round matches on Tuesday. But yeah, let's go. Kiki Burton's versus Herzog. Um, Now I have a little bit. Anything you would like to say about it?
Not really. I was kind of on the fence about this one. I don't remember why, but I had the under chosen as an option. Um, I really don't remember why. I'm pulling up the matchup right now. I was leaning Herzog money line up front. I just figured that Burton's has been pretty bad this year. She's, let me see, 2-4 on the year. She's lost 4 out of her last 6 matches. And every single one of those losses has been in straights. She got 6-0, 6-2 by Ostapenko. Kurabintova beat her 6-4, 6-3. So I mean, I was just thinking, if Herzog were to win it, it would be in straights. And then honestly, the other way around, if Burton's were to win it, I think it'd be in straights. Both of these players don't typically draw matches on very long once they're down. But yeah, what are you thinking?
Yeah, you know what? I remember when we did the little preview a couple days ago when the draw was released. Like as we were recording it, I was like, "Yeah, Herzog's gonna win this game," and then I actually immediately backtracked and said, "No, no, no. Kiki Bertans is gonna actually win this game."
Oh,
But
when
I
we did
have
the
now,
bracket.
yeah. And now I'm back to saying that Herzog is gonna win, and here's why. Here's why I think this. I'm not high on Herzog by any means, or think that she's a good player whatsoever. Um, but Kiki Bertens, man, oof, really, really bad. Um, a bit unfortunate because she was a top class player, but just nowadays it's just not like that anymore. And Herzog is kind of scary too because she's very inconsistent. But I mean, at least she's physically well. Kiki Bertens, I honestly don't think she's like fully physically fit. Like like I don't think she can ever be 100%. Physically.
Yeah.
Um, there's actually this picture of her being carted off on a wheelchair that I'll never forget. Every time I see her name, I remember this. I might actually share it if she loses tomorrow. Um, but yeah, she finished the match and she was like so like tired, or like she just looked like an old person, bro. Like not being able to walk, and she asked for a wheelchair. She wasn't injured or nothing. She just won a match actually. But anyways, yeah, I like Herzog here. To be honest, I
Yeah,
don't think
she's sitting at
Kiki.
even right now, so that's solid.
Yeah. Um, Next up, Brangle versus Osorio Serrano. Are you cool to skip that?
Yeah, we can pass on that one.
All right, Alize Cornet versus Harmony Tan. I'm going against everything I stand for, and I'm a backing Harmony Tan, who have faded. I think every chance, every solid opportunity I had this year, I done faded Harmony Tan, and vice versa. Every good opportunity for me to back Alize Cornet, I took it. But I'm gonna flip the script here. I'm gonna go Harmony Tan as a dog.
Money line?
Yeah. I think it was plus 145 when I took it on Friday.
She's
Um,
sitting at 130 right now.
oh, really nice.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, bro, Alizé Cornet, the way I mean, she did art against Magdalenette in the first set. She did end up losing that set, and then she retired 3-0 down in the second. Yeah, I'm not loving her game, to be honest. I don't think she's got what it takes to make a run here or compete at a high level for a whole match. And Harmony Tan, she's annoying to play against no matter who you are. She gives a lot of people difficulties. She's a very stubborn defensive player who can make shots,
Yeah.
sort of like SST. Um, yeah, kind of taking a not a long shot, but a small shot with a Harmony 10.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I see the value there, but for me, it would just be a fade. I just don't. Yeah, Cornet hasn't really done anything, and she's been pretty bad. That Lynette match was pretty embarrassing, to be honest. But Lynette was on top of her game. And then as far as Tan goes, she's got some wins under her belt, but no against nobody really that impressive. I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk fast because we got a lot to fit in. But yeah, I can't really pick a side here. I see the value there for Tan for you, but I think I'm just gonna stay away from this one.
yeah, fair enough. Fair. Um, yeah, I think actually there's a lot of value on her because Cornet sort of taxed for being a veteran French player, like a been here, been there, done that type thing. So yeah, definitely a lot of value. Okay, moving on. Kanepi versus Marquesova. Yo, now I know Vondrusova hasn't had the most impressive of clay seasons. Um, so in Rome, she lost 6-4, 6-2 to a very mediocre Tomjanovic. Madrid lost to Kerber in straight 7-6, 6-1. Um, and I don't know. Uh, oh yeah, Stuttgart got rolled by Halep, and I don't know what happened in Trosten. Um, but yo, this is strange, and I'll tell you why. Marketa Vondrusova made the Roland-Garros final 2019. Yes, and lost to Barty, I believe. Um, and she had a pretty incredible run. She was unseeded, sort of like a dark horse throughout the whole thing. And yo, she did pretty well. So we know she can perform, at this event on the surface, under pressure and everything. She hasn't really hit the ground running on clay this season. Um, on the year, she hasn't really done anything of note. Kai Kanepi maybe more so, but Kanepi ain't like that. And I think at the price, I think it would be kind of silly to pass up on Vondrusova at a good price
Yeah.
here in the first round.
Yeah, that's fair. I for me, this is almost the exact same as the last matchup. Not really anything I see too impressive here. When I like to take a side, I try to lean somebody who is actually like somewhat successful, and neither of these girls have won very often at all this year. They're both actually 1-3 on clay, same record. Vondrusova has played the harder players, somewhat. Oh, actually, not really. Very similar, but yeah, I'm just gonna stay away from this one. No, really edge I see, and yeah, just gonna fade it.
Yeah, I'd fade it too, honestly, but the price is too attractive, and it's not like spreads or sets or nothing. Like she just got to get it done.
Yeah,
She's got to win one way or another, and I feel like she could do that. I mean, honestly, she should. I mean, it would be a failure of a season so far if she doesn't win this game.
for sure.
All right, moving on. Peterson, Shelby Rogers. I'm gonna skip that. I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna ask you.
yeah, no,
Um,
we'll skip it.
Kaya Juvan versus Iga Swiatek. I'm pretty sure neither of us have plays here, but I guess we just gotta talk about Swiatek for a sec.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, yeah, yo, Swiatek. Yo, Kaya Juvan is not the easiest matchup ever. For any player, to be honest. Um, she fights hard. Uh, but it'll be interesting to see just by how much Swiatek wins and how good she looks. She was actually hitting with Nadal earlier today, which is kind of sick, to be honest. But yeah, best of luck to Swiatek.
Yeah,
let's see if she can
I
make
think
another
she's
run.
gonna roll
Yeah.
here for sure. I mean, but the spread, like you said, we're not making any plays. It's just way too big for anything. 7 games.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
such a big gap, and like we both know that Swiatek can do that and get it done. But it's like, how confident are you that she's gonna get it done when you are backing her? You know what I mean? So yeah. Good. Best of luck to her, and we'll see what happens.
I think Kaya Juvan covers, man. I mean, I don't think it'll be like 6-1, 6-love or 6-1, 6-1. I mean, like 6-3, 6-3 isn't really, I mean, it's a convincing win, but for that spread, I don't know.
Yeah.
I won't touch it though. I won't fucks with it, but I'm interested to see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, all right, all right. Moving on. Watson versus Diaz. Is that a skip? I knew you had a lean on this game. I don't know if you want to
It was
go
such
ahead
a
and talk about it.
it was such a small lean. I'm more than happy to move on past that. It was not anything that I was gonna make a play out of.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah. All right then. Bianca Andreescu versus Tamara Zidansek. Oh, I'll go ahead and say that if this whole Bianca injury isn't real and her withdrawing out of Strasbourg was just precautionary, and that I really think she will absolutely crush Zidansek. I saw some people on Twitter talking about the over 20 and a half. I think that's kind of nuts. I mean,
I like
I
the
would
under
lean
there.
under.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would lean that way, but I mean at -3, um, that's gotta be the move, yo.
definitely. Yeah,
Uh,
I'm on that as well.
is also a tough. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, bro, she's good. Honestly, I mean, she did play two no names in Strasbourg, but it's not about who she played. It's the fact that she hasn't played much tennis, period, and very little clay in the last 2 years as well.
Yeah,
And it doesn't matter who your opponent is. Like if you're moving well and if you're hitting shots, then you're moving well and you're hitting shots. Like it's not about that. And I'm pretty sure she can take care. Oh, excuse me, take care of Zidansek.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think she'll get the job done as long as, like you said, as long as that injury isn't as bad as they might say it is. If anything, if it starts acting up during the match, I think I sent to you whenever this matchup first popped up. That like she should be more of a favorite because at the end of the day, she's either gonna cover and make it happen, or she's probably gonna retire if the injury really is what they're saying it is. So, I mean, we'll see.
Facts.
Yeah, and then I would lean the under as well, but once you suggested to me, I was gonna double dip, and you suggested the -3, and that was a solid point because if she is slightly injured, we could see 3 sets, but I think she'll definitely cover that, whether it's in 2 or 3 sets, regardless. So let's make it happen.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely, bro. I agree. Even if it's in two sets, like a 7-5, 6-3, something like that. 7-5, 6-4 even.
yeah.
But anyway, uh, moving on. Baptiste Blinkova is a skip. All right. Storm Saunders and Elise Mertens. Uh, I don't want to talk about the matchup because I don't have no. I'm totally neutral as far as making a bet here. But pretty excited to see how Elise Mertens fares in this tournament.
Yeah.
Uh, it's not the easiest first match ever. Storm Saunders has been doing okay. Definitely some impressive wins and qualities, especially over Buyu Kachai, that Turkish chick in straights, 6-2, 6-4 is pretty impressive. Storm Saunders did beat Putin this year in a main draw event. That's the only one I can remember. I mean, she's not all that, but let's see how Mertens did because the last time we saw her, I believe it was the when she retired against Sabalenka. I'm not sure. I don't know if she played Rome or not.
She
Did
played
she?
Rome. She lost to Kudermetova, which, I mean, that's a solid matchup, or that's a tough matchup. She lost in 3 sets. Won the first, lost
Oh
the
yeah,
the
yeah.
second and the third.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, yeah. Let's see how she does. Cause yeah, I fuck with her. Honestly, I rate her. She's a very solid player. Very well rounded.
Yeah,
So let's let's see how that goes.
yeah.
All right.
We'll see.
Anything you gotta say, or we move on?
Not really. I don't have any plays here either, so it'll just be interesting to see how she kicks back off after the first round loss to Kudermetova. So yeah.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. All right, here we go. Loda Sigmund versus Carlos Garcia. Um, why don't you kick us off, Mr. BPat?
Okay, so we're on split sides here. I'm rocking with Garcia to crack the safe, and obviously we're rocking with different sides. So Siegmund is gonna be Safe's pick for this matchup. I just think Garcia is the better player here. I mean, the line is like dead on even. I think it's now favoring Garcia by like a nickel. Um, but I just think Garcia has played slightly better competition. Oh no, that's not even true. I don't know. I think she's fended better against good competition. I think Siegmund, when she's played really good players, she hasn't really shown up at all. Um, the only like two top level players that she's played were Swiatek and Barty, and she got smacked by both of them. Garcia kept it somewhat tight against Kudermetova. Took Halep to 3, but I mean Halep hasn't done that much. But yeah, I just think Garcia will get the job done here. I think she's the better player. So I'm ready to crack open the safe, and if you can take your incorrect side real quick and talk about Siegmund.
All right, bet. Whether my side is incorrect or not, and even if Garcia does win, and I'm being serious here. I'm not gonna uh like talk shit or nothing. I don't want to waste no time. But the thing is with Garcia, like, why uh, I'm not a fan of her, or I'm looking to, because you like I told you, like in the DMs, like you learn to not back her the hard way. What that means is like she'll look good, she'll fool you thinking like she's decent or whatever, and then you'd be like, wow, I should have never done that. And I say that from experience. That's a been there, done that for me.
Yeah.
I fall into the Garcia trap. She looks fantastic, one or two games, and even if she gets bounced from a tournament, you'd be like, no, no, she played good. Next week I'm gonna rock with her for sure. She's like that. No, she isn't. But on the flip side, Loda Siegmund, uh, someone I like to think of as a big game player. She's really about that. 33 years old. She's a vet for sure. She's had a pretty decent career. Loves the clay. All about her slams. Like, she takes pride in that shit, and I don't think she'll be easy to beat. I think it's a favorable line because Carlo Garcia is getting love for being a Frenchie at the French Open. Um, Yeah, yo, I think there's a lot of value on Siegmund. However, that is only a two-unit play for me. Even though I did release it before I took the over, I like the over even better. Which is a three-unit play for me. This game, in my opinion, has three sets written all over it.
I could see that for
Loda
sure.
Siegmund, Loda Siegmund is an over queen. And I feel like her and Garcia, bro. I'll do well for one set, and then I'll shit the bed for another. Um, I feel like that's a common theme between the two. So yeah, I like Siegmund in three sets. For sure, for sure, for sure.
All right, that's fine. I'm only playing this one for one unit. But it'll be a fun one to watch and have our little friendly competition.
Oh yeah, and not only that, this I feel like this could be a low key banger.
Most
One of the
definitely.
many like even-ish matchups on the slate. So yeah, will be a good game for sure.
All right, who we got up next?
All right. Oh, up next, Johanna Konta versus Sorana Kirstea. Um, all right, man, Kirstea. I don't know how to feel about her, having watched her lose to Barbora in the final in Strasbourg. Good for Barbora for winning her first singles title ever. Uh, Honestly, a couple months ago, if you told me, "Yo, Barbora's about to win a clay title," I'd be like, "Nah, bro, you're full of shit. No way, no way, no way she wins a title, period. Let alone on clay." But yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't want to take too much credit away from Barbora, but I think Kirstea was, sort of wishy-washy in that final. She did show up though big time against Lynette. and did really really well in the second and third set of that semifinal.
Yeah.
Um, Having said that, I wouldn't be too comfortable backing her, but I'm going to anyway because Johanna Konta is not that good, really bad. Don't know how she pulled off the win against Putintseva in Madrid. I mean, it is Putintseva after all, so like I don't even know what that means. Um, but yeah, could stay on -3 games. Can't go wrong there. It's just more experience, and I guess she's in form and rhythm. Been playing tennis, and definitely the better player these days. So
Yeah.
I think that's an easy one.
Most definitely. I had Kirstea -3 locked in as my 3-unit play, my only 3-unit play. And I was definitely put off by the Krejcikova 6-3 6-3 loss, like you said, in Strasbourg. But I mean, I think, like you said, she's still the much better player here. Konta, her only 2 wins during clay season, actually her only 1 win during clay season was against Putintseva, like you said. And honestly, I think Putintseva isn't as good.
Sucks.
Yeah, a little bit. I think she kind of sucks. I mean, she doesn't have a lot of good wins under her belt. Um, she just hasn't really
She's
done
a
much.
look. She's a good. She doesn't suck, but she loses a lot.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, I guess that if that's a yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Konta, I mean, lost in Rome 6-3 6-1 to Ostapenko, lost in Madrid to Sevastova 6-3 6-3, Kvitova in Miami 6-1 6-2, and it just like the list goes on. Rogers 6-2 6-2. I think Kirstea, like, as a first round player, she's pretty decent. So I think she'll come out firing. I think she'll get the job done pretty quick. And I think we'll see a pretty dominant victory here. I'm surprised the line isn't closer to like a -4, -4.5.
Bro, it's that ranking tax. I'm telling you, Johanna Konta is ranked 20th in the world, bro. Talk about a false fucking ranking, bro.
Yeah,
That's as false as a ranking gets. And I think that's what's going on there, honestly.
yeah, yeah. That makes sense.
No, no reason the line should be that close. Uh, However, moving on, we did skip a game by accident. Don't matter though. Sonia Kennan versus Elena Ostapenko. Um, Very interesting match. The lines did a lot of crazy shit early on, and I expected it to keep moving, but it seems like in the first hour it moved to where it is right now. Ostapenko opened at -120, I think, and now it's like -180, -3 games, something like that, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
-3 games, -170.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, that's fair. Tough for Sonia Kennan. She gets a really tough opponent, and it's good old Ostapenko. Ostapenko did win in 2017. Sonia Kennan did reach the final last year, so you know I guess, proven French Open players for sure. Definitely Ostapenko since she won the thing. Kenin lost last year to Schwiatek, but Kenin ain't really like that nowadays. Really struggling for form. Off her 2 surgeries, so I don't know. A big lean on Ostapenko, but I'm not gonna play it. But um,
I'm in the exact same
I'd be
boat.
I'd be damn surprised if Ostapenko doesn't win this game.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
Honestly.
Ostapenko's been pretty solid. Kinnan's been pretty booty cheeks. So I mean, you gotta pick the player who's in better form right now. Especially with this tight of a line. I mean, it's hard because the -3 games. You'd much rather take the money line, but it's a little bit juiced at -170. Um, and that's why I'm gonna fade this because of that, and then also the uncertainty around Kenin. Because once you've been a player that's at the top, you never know, they can always just show up one day and just ball out because they've been there before and they know what it's like. So, I mean, definitely gonna fade this one, but I would definitely lean Ostapenko as well.
Yeah, another low key banger to see how both of these players fare. If Kenin comes out strong, like I think she's got a shot to move on into a couple of later rounds because I think her draw is easy after this big Ostapenko hurdle. But yeah, yeah. Moving on. Nadia Podoroshka versus Belinda Bencic. Yo, I don't. Yeah, you see, Podoroshka opened as a dog. She's now -140. Bencic is plus 110. You see, now this makes sense. This line movement makes sense because it is so hard to back Bencic, bro. Like she sucks. I feel
Honestly,
like
yeah.
she's in the same boat as Putintseva. Like both of these chicks like look good, seem good. They make you feel like they're good. Even if they win a game, you'd be like, oh, yo, they might be good. Like, nah, like they're trash. Honestly, Bencic is trash. Podoroshka ain't all that, but she'll definitely win. And at this price, I'll definitely take it. Minus 140 now. Do you see this similar sort of number?
Yeah, I see minus 140 also.
Yeah, I took it at minus 110 on Friday. Pretty happy with that for 2U. Uh, it's a standard Belinda Bencic fade,
Yeah.
honestly.
I mean, for me, I'm kind of torn. I think Bencic, when she's on her game, is the better player here without a doubt. But I definitely see why, like you said, how the line moved that way because Podoroska just, I mean, Bencic has become like the big fade here in these last couple tournaments. So, I mean, man, I don't know. This would be a tough one for me. I think if I were to play it, I might go Bencic moneyline just for the value of plus 135. And I think at the end of the day, she is the better player. She may not be in the best of form, but I think she's the better player here. I probably won't end up playing it just because this is not really. I think this might be an interesting one to watch. But I don't know. Not really interested in playing this one too much. But I think I would maybe go Bencic moneyline. Might be crazy, but
No, there's that BPat. I know you have some um yeah, no, you're not gonna do that, right?
we'll see. Maybe I'll do it because you're doubting me.
Bro, no, I'm
I'm
not
just kidding.
doubting
I'm just
you,
kidding.
bro.
I'm
It's
just kidding.
Bencic,
I know.
bro.
I know. I
How?
know. Well, she's gonna
Ay,
win,
ay,
and I
ay.
didn't place a bet, and then I'm gonna be like, damn.
I am the opposite of doubting you, bro. I'm telling you, you know better than to back bum ass Belinda Bencic. But anyways,
Moving on.
moving on. Daria Kasatkina versus Misaki Doi. I'm very happy to skip this.
Yeah, we can skip it.
Two of the worst clay players I've seen this year. Um, Kasatkina minus 600. Yo, I'm not saying Doi's gonna win, but at plus 400, I mean Daria Kasatkina should never be minus 600 on clay. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I
I don't
was
care if
looking
it's
at Doi maybe against this with like plus the games when I first looked at the matchup, but it's not a play at all. So I don't really
yeah,
feel like
no,
diving deep.
I hear that. Kasatkina also wins 96% of the time as a minus 600 fave, whereas Doi only wins 1% of the time as a plus 400 or larger underdog. So yeah, toughie. But anyways,
Yeah, we don't. We'll move on
moving
from there.
on. AVU Alison van Utebank versus Martina Trevesan. Um, so this line also did some funny shit. Trevisan actually opened, I swear to God, at minus 140, and she's now plus 140, I think.
Plus, yeah, around
Yeah.
there.
Um, yeah, bro. AVU should win this game. We shouldn't really talk about this game, but AVU definitely had tremendous value when she opened at plus 130 ish.
Yeah,
So crazy. She's now minus 170. But yeah.
they're both pretty bad.
Moving. Yeah, facts. No, big facts. Martina Trevisan shouldn't play tennis anymore. Although last year at RG, I remember she had some very, very impressive wins. She reached like the maybe fourth round or round of 16, whatever.
Damn.
But yeah, yo, that was last year. This year she's booty.
All right, what we got up next?
Moving on. Lara Arua Barrena versus Grasheva. Uh, yo, I love Arua Barrena here. I'm not putting too many units on her because she's not really a big time player you can trust. However, in this spot at this price, definitely like her against Grasheva. I actually bet Arua Barrena twice in the qualies, and she, um, played pretty well, man. Served very well, and was always a threat on return games. Definitely made players work. And now I know there's some bums, she played against in qualies. Grasheva's only really slightly better than the, quality of players that she faced in qualies. but she definitely looked very comfortable on the surface. I might play this for more use, but I definitely liked what I saw from Utebank. Very comfortable on the court, attacking serves, serving well.
Yeah. So you like her money
Yeah,
line?
it was yes, sir. It's minus 120, 125.
135 on Bovada. But
I already locked it in, so
okay.
let me see what I have. Yeah, I locked it in at minus 125 for 1U.
So
I might add another tomorrow. I'm not sure.
for this matchup, I haven't even looked at it, to be honest. I saw Guracheva and I was like, and Arubura, and I've never even heard of her. And I knew Guracheva's not too hot. So I mean, I'm definitely gonna fade this, but I think I might see a potential play for the over here. Guracheva's recent losses have all been to people who should be better than Arua Barrena. And then Aruburena, like you said, has been playing qualifiers against people who are probably slightly less than Guracheva. I feel like they'll somewhat like meet in the middle, and we'll see maybe like a 3-setter here. But I mean, I'm not gonna play it. That's just like from just face value, looking at the matchup, and just kind of that's more of a guess than anything.
Yeah, fair enough. Gut feel definitely does tell me over as well. I definitely lean that way. Both of these chicks can sort of bum it out and get after it, but honestly, at that price, I feel more comfortable picking a side, and I definitely like Arua Barrena to come out on top.
Yeah, that's fair.
Over or under. See.
See.
Moving on. Camilla Georgie versus Petra Marta. Here. Now, what could you possibly play in this game other than a over 20.5? Yo, I think this is standard Petra Martic stuff. Struggles, looks like shit, and then she was like, bam! I was like, holy shit, she won the game. And Camilla Georgie, exactly the opposite, bro. Georgie always looks good early on, and then like, bam, she threw the game away.
Getting absolutely smoked by good competition.
Who? Camilla?
Yeah.
Georgie. Golf.
I think the spread here is kind of like a lot of maybe a little too much games. I'm rocking with her money line in a parlay. It's actually the last piece of a plus 150 parlay that I have. And that's the full extent of what I'll play this game. I don't really think I'll want to add anything else. You were saying the over, right? I kind of would slightly agree with that. If that's what you were saying, but
yes,
yeah,
it is.
the only thing that would scare me is Georgie's like you said, she'll look good up front and then she'll just completely collapse and you've seen it, like we've seen I can't even think. She's had some recent matchups where she hasn't played that high quality of competition and has gotten straight setted pretty easily. The only match that's really been close is her win against Mikhail in 3 sets, and then her loss against SST in 3 sets. So I mean, yeah, I see a little bit of value on the over, but I think Martic will definitely get the job done. I don't know if I would play the spread though, so I'm sticking with my money line as like a parlay piece.
Georgie about to crush, bro. Watch, she's a big game player, just
right.
like Martic. Yeah.
She'll
win a set.
You think over
Martic
for
in 3
sure?
though.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. As long as she gets the job done, as long as she wins for my parlay.
Yes, sir, Ski.
All right, who we got?
Yes, sir. Bro, over sounds so easy, bro. When you think about it, like a over 20.5, you don't even need 3 sets, bro. Just give me like 6-3, 7-5, and it's just so easy. Like that can take an hour 10 maybe. Like
6-3-7-5 is a 21.
Yeah, it's over 20.5.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 21.5.
No. I just need 21 games, yo. 7-5, 6-3. Please and thank you, yo. Like, And bro, always, bro, first set, if you got a 7-5 or a 7-6, getting to 3, the next set, bro, seems so hard, bro. Or like, all right, you're telling the loser, like, yo, just get to 3 games.
Yeah.
Please. You just got to 6 or 5 last set. Like, come on, like you're not trying to go home right now, are you? Like, get to 3, please.
Yeah.
And bro, they lose 6-1, bro. They lose 6-1.
Every time.
Fuck.
Never fails.
Every damn time, bro. All right. Moving on. Martinsova versus Jorovic. That's a skip.
Okay.
All right. Garbini Muguruza versus Marta Kostyuk. Yo, this is a pretty decent game, man. I want to see Muguruza crush. I'm about to sneeze. Hold up.
I think we all do. Here I'll take over for you then. So yeah, I completely agree. We want to see her crush. We want to see her in good health, and we want to see what she's capable of when she's in like the tip top shape. And nobody wants to see like an awesome player like her hurt. She looked pitiful against Svitolina. After she made her comeback. I mean, she looked pretty bad against Petra in the first set. She finished pretty strong, but overall looked kind of shaky. But we want to see her kind of catch her stride again and make a run here for sure. Kostyuk is no pushover. She really only loses to good players, and that's where Muguruza is kind of on the line with. You don't know if she's really going to be in that like great player shape. The game spread's at 5. Money line -1 or -400, and the over under is 20. I don't know. I think give me either the under or the Muguruza games. I think she'll come out. I think Kostyuk, whenever she does play these good players, she loses pretty poorly. Alexandrova 6-3, 6-1, Sevastova 6-1, 7-5, and Kirstea 6-4, 6-4. So I'm thinking I'd probably rock with the under 20.
So did you
Or the
know
game
what
spread.
I was on or no?
No.
Okay, so I'm on the over, and
Oh.
I remember when we did the draw of the bracket a couple days ago. I was like, yo, if Muguruza isn't fully fit, or, you know, rhythm or doesn't find her rhythm, she can fuck around and lose this game. Because honestly, bro, Marta Kostyuk, like she's no joke. If she's playing well, at least. I mean, I guess both of these things need to happen.
Yeah.
Muguruza not being at 100% and not playing well, and if Marta Kostyuk is firing away, bro, she could win this game. Um, I mean, I don't think she will. But I don't think it'll be a blowout either. Definitely like the over. Over 19 and a half, it's an even easier ask. 6-4, 6-4 would be great. But yeah, I think it'll be close. I don't think Muguruza will just quite, find her rhythm just yet.
We'll see. That's kind of why I'm gonna stay away from this one. I want to see Muguruza cover and hit the under, but I'm gonna stay away because there's just so many questions that need to be answered, and this is where we're gonna get them answered. So we'll see. I'll probably be watching that one if I can.
Yeah, yo, that's one of them bangers. Even though it's not close, spread. I mean, lines wise, odds wise, but still a banger nonetheless for sure.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
No doubt. All right.
I know we're coming up
Next up,
close on the end of the day 2. Are we doing
yeah,
all
yeah,
of
yeah,
them?
yeah.
I don't think we
We
should.
got four.
That's a ton.
We got four more here.
We're at about 40 minutes.
Okay, okay, okay. Uh, Rus Buzarnitsku skip. Zhang SST skip. Zoo Pagula. Good luck to you, Pagula. Hope you do well, but that's a skip. Serena Williams versus Begu. Um, Irina Begu is a decent clay player. In all honesty, I think this game will play out similar to Maria Patricia Tig versus Osaka today. Um, yeah, I like Bigu plus 4.5. In all honesty, I would lean over, but honestly, there's no guarantee that Serena will help you hit that over. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna rock with the games in case Bigu gets it done in straights. But even if it's 2 or 3, or even if it's Serena in 2, um, I think the 4.5 has a shot for sure.
All right. Well, I don't have anything to say about this matchup, so we can just keep the ball rolling.
All right, that's all for day 2. You're not trying to do
I mean, we
the
can if you want.
Tuesday first round games. All right,
Yeah.
super quick, super quick. Ekaterina Alexandrova, Venus Williams. That's a skip, but interesting matchup nonetheless.
Yep.
All right, Ocean Babel versus Elena's Vittelina. Now this is the only women's game that I'll actually play these massive spreads. So Vittelina is minus 10K on the money line.
20K.
20. Wow. Okay. 20K. The over under is 15 and a half, and I'm gonna take the under, bro.
Jeez.
Cause you know that I'm not a Svitolina's biggest fan. I'm probably more of a hater than a fan, but I'm pretty neutral as far as Svitolina goes. Don't love her, don't hate her. But I know what she's like, yo. She's gonna come out and she's gonna try hard first round. You know, a lot of players, like Tsitsipas right now, um, they're out here kind of bumming out a little bit. Svitolina's not like that. At a slam, uh, she's sort of desperate to, look good and shit. So I think we see a 6-1, 6-1. And this player she's playing, bro,
17 years old.
not even in the top 1,000, bro.
Doesn't
Not
even have a
top
picture
1,000.
when I pull up her name. 1-4
Yo,
on the
under
year.
12 and a half, bro. I'm telling you, under 13 and a half. 6-1, 6-love.
All right,
I'm
maybe
telling you.
maybe I'll ride with the under with you. We'll see. It's at plus money right now for the under 15.5, so we'll see. All right.
So how we win this? Babel can't get more than 4 games. If she gets 4 games, we lose. So in both sets combined, she needs 3 max, like 2-1 or 3-0 or something like that. But yeah.
I think it'll happen. I think it'll hit.
Yeah, perhaps. All right, moving on. Bata versus Sharma. Yo, Astra Sharma sucks. I know she won Charleston too, and actually beat Uns Jabeur in that final. But I mean, Jabeur is a bum. Uh, a lot of value on bar at 40. Honestly, they might have moved, but a lot of value on bar. A really really ugly matchup. It's just I think a bit of a bargain on bar. Honestly, she should most def win this game. All right, moving on. Ash Barty versus Bernarda Pera. Um, no secret that I'm not a fan of either of these chicks. I think Pera is like fills you with false hope and shit. But plus 6.5, yo,
Yeah, I like that.
could
It's just plus
me
6
too.
actually, just plus 6, which makes it a little different, but I still kind of like it.
Yeah, me too. I think Barty winning in straights here is a given. So I mean, plus 6 is it's I think. Could be close, could be not, but wouldn't put too much on it.
Yeah, I think I would maybe play Petra plus 6 for maybe a unit or so if I were to play it, but I'm not super confident in it, so I'm definitely like hesitant to put anything on it.
Yeah, likewise, honestly. Yeah, feel the same. All right. Moving on. Coco Golf versus Krunic. Um, Nothing really to say there. Um, Anett Kontaveit versus Golubic. Yo, I love this. So this is the second leg of uh my 5 unit parlay, which had Sinyakova today. She just won like an hour ago. Yeah, yo, Kontaveit is 3-0 versus Golubic. Golubic kind of sucks, man. She's like that Grasheva tier player, bro. Like Grasheva, Tomova, like that's her quality, bro. And I'd say Anett Kontaveit, definitely plays to her top 30 ranking. I guess she's 31 now, but she's kind of like that. She's decent, and she'll definitely stomp, players like Golubic. Uh,
Yeah.
and at minus 225, yo, that is a steal. I mean, I know the Sinyakova game was close today, but she was also around like minus 230 some. Both of these chicks should be minus 500 considering their form and their opponents and their form. So, um, cultivate in a parlay. Oof.
Yeah, I
Yes,
mean,
please, for
I think
sure.
that's solid for sure. Like you said, Contivate has won. She's actually 4-0 in the head-to-head. I think I would maybe potentially lean her -4 here. If I were to play it, I don't think I'm gonna play it because I didn't use that as a parlay piece. Um, but Golubic is kind of like you said, that lower tier player. She had an impressive little run at St. Malo. But other than that, I mean, she doesn't play anybody of any relevance. I think that, I mean, St. Malo, she beat 5 people like in a row who are in this tournament. But I don't know. I think like you said, Kontaveit is definitely gonna get the job done. I don't think I'm gonna play it, but obviously the money line's too juice. So if I were, I would take the -4. But let me just say -3.5. If that were to pop up, maybe I'd consider it. But that's all I got on that.
Yeah, sorry, I was on mute.
You're good.
Yo, I think Siniakova was -4 as well, and I don't think she covered that. I'm not sure.
Even with the bagel in the first set. Yeah, she definitely covered that.
Really?
Yeah, she won by 8 games.
Really?
Yeah, bagel the first set, lost 6-4, and then won 6-2.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, right, she did bagel. I don't
Yep.
know why I was thinking that was a 6-4 set. All right. All right, let's go Kontaveit. Moving on, Krejcikova versus Christina Pliskova. That's a skip.
Before we move on though, I
Levchenko.
was gonna say I was kind of leaning the under. I had it as one of my 2U plays. I've since kind of backed off just because Krejcikova, however you say it, she's kind of like inconsistent. She'll either blow you out or she'll let you hang with her. So yeah, I mean, I'm still somewhat considering the under, but I'm probably gonna stay away. I just wanted to throw that out there. It was 19 and a half, but now it's 19, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I think she's definitely got at least a 6-3, 6-3 in her at honestly. So I think that is a decent play. But yeah, as you said, I wouldn't fuck with it. She's volatile as hell.
Yeah.
All right. Levchenko versus Zhang. No, thank you. Ann Lee versus Margarita Gasparian. I just want to say there's value on Gasparian. She has too much power for Lee, but Gasparian really can't play on clay. So, toughy. All right, this is like my dark horse pick of the week. This chick called Liang from Taiwan or Taipei. I don't know what that flag is. In all honesty, I think it's Taipei. Against Fiona Ferro.
It is Taipei.
Surprisingly enough. All right, bet. Fiona Ferro, the highest ranked French player, in the WTA. Yo, Liang is catching 6 games. Yo, Liang looked so good, bro, in qualies. She was doing some crazy shit on the court, bro, and she looked fantastic. Fiona Ferro doesn't impress me in any way. Hasn't played much clay. She only played Istanbul. Beat Martic in straights. Straights. Which was a little impressive, but Martic was definitely, bumming it out hard those days on Zvonareva straights, which is cool. Then retired against Gersteya, the eventual champion, and hasn't played since. Fiona Ferro, though, she withdrew from a lot of tournaments due to fatigue. Prior to Istanbul, she withdrew from Dubai because of fatigue. She lost in Lyon pretty badly to Gulubic. I remember that game. Yeah, Liang +6. I think that's a lot of games, and I think they're sleeping on Liang, underestimating the dog and overestimating the favorite. So yeah, I really like this play, surprisingly enough.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be playing this, but I definitely agree with you. That the 6 is way more, like, it's definitely overvalued, or I'm like extremely overvalued for Pharaoh. So yeah, I think that's honestly a great play. I'm not gonna play it, but I mean maybe I'll look into it. But yeah, I agree with you
Maybe.
there. Potentially. But yeah, I mean she's 6'2", 6'2", I think it was, against Dart, and that's like somewhat impressive for kind of like a nobody coming up. But yeah, she should be able to hang and
Yeah,
keep it
bro.
close, even if she loses in straights. I agree with that.
Yeah, bro. She's a killer. 20 years old. Yeah, hell yeah, bro. And in Shua Liang. All right, moving on. Magdalenette versus Chloe Paquette. Not much to say here, but excited to see how Magdalenette does after having probably the best tournament in the last 3 years for her in Strasbourg. Even though she lost in the semifinals, she did really have a fantastic week,
Yeah,
which should help her here. She has an easy first round, so yeah, let's see what's good with her.
for sure.
Jasmine Paulini versus Vogel is a skip. Petkovic versus Mukova. Um, no play here, but Mukova, yeah, watch out for that. One of my futures. Definitely expecting a big tournament for her, and this is a good first round. Not too easy, but not too difficult either. Definitely gonna be good for her.
Yeah,
Get her confidence going.
for sure, for sure.
Um, art. Karolina Pliskova versus Donna Vekic. Um, so yeah, Donna Vekic is one of these players that has been away from injuries, sort of like Kenin. And she's pretty good. 35 in the world, ranked 35. She's all right, I think plus 5.5 games is a lot, even for a chick that hasn't played in a minute. Because Pliskova isn't like that, and I, you really feel like Pliskova might be like not really up for it. It's like I don't know. It just feels right. Plus 5.5 Vekic, definitely feels right. She's a really good player, honestly. Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
Excited to see her come back.
I don't know anything about Vekic, so I'm just gonna stay away from this one. But I could see how that would be a lot of games for somebody who is the 35th ranked. I mean, unless her name's Konta, she should be able to hang. So we'll see.
Yes, bro, spot on. And she's not like old or washed or nothing. Like she, it's just a
Yeah, she's only 24.
yeah. All right, looks like there's 4 more games. Let's do this real quick. Putin Seva uns Jabur. Yo, this is like the worst banger ever. You know what I mean?
Yes, 100%. I hate it.
It's definitely a blockbuster game. That's definitely gonna have a lot of twists to the tail and all that. Really hard to cap. If you had to make a pick on this game, you definitely have a heart attack midway through the first set. Regardless of
Which
what
side?
your
Yeah.
pick was. Yes, bro. So yeah, best to stay away and enjoy the game. It should be a good game, in all honesty, as long as you're not betting on it.
So I personally think I would probably play Jabs or Jabor -3. She hasn't really shown up, or she hasn't played since Madrid, which I guess isn't too long ago, maybe about a month. She reached the final in Charleston, and then
Lost to Astra Sharma, bro. Come on now.
but that run
That's
before
real
that,
bad.
I mean, she had a breadstick in the first match, a bagel, then a bagel, then a bagel. I mean, when she's on her game, she's very impressive, and I think that Putintseva, you
Yeah,
can't
fair.
really say the same. I mean, she gets wins, but I think with the money line being at -175, I think -3 is fair enough for somebody who I think that can get the job done. I think she's gonna win, and I think if she's gonna win, I think -3 is definitely attainable, kind of like Andrescu. So I think I might actually play Jabor -3.
Fair enough. Yeah, can't go wrong fading Putintseva in all honesty, especially if it's a short number or money line or something.
Yeah.
Um, but it is uns Jabur at the end of the day.
Don't sleep on uns. Uns. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
She ain't all that. Anyways, moving on. Maria Sakkari versus Zavatska. Um, Zavatska, kind of like Arua Barena. I did ride her in qualies, and she did look pretty impressive. I think her win against Buska in the first round was super impressive, and then in the final round against who was it? Oh yeah.
I'm pulling it up now. Um,
Gasanova, that's right.
6'2", 6'1". Wow.
Yes.
And Buksa,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
impressive
No,
too. 6'2", 6'1". Wow.
yeah. And Kukova is a good player too. Even though she beat her in 3 sets, wasn't the easiest game ever. But Kukova had a match point against Barty this year. Um, do what you want with that information. But Zavatska got game for real.
The only
Again, very aggressive with her returns. And if Sakari doesn't show up, bro, like who knows what's gonna happen?
We'll see an over
Honestly, maybe. I'm
and it's
thinking
18
games
and a
though.
half. You think 6 games?
What are the games?
6.
6? Ooh. I think over is good because Sakari can, 6-0 you after losing the first set.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Yeah, I think I would look at the over
I'll
here.
think
My
about it.
my only concern is that
It's on Tuesday, so
Zavatska.
I'll think about it.
Oh, okay. Well, Zavatska, prior to this tournament, lost to McNally 6-3, 6-4. Which Sakari is way better than McNally. Lost to somebody named Jana Fett. She retired. She was down 6-4, 3-0. Lost to Gasanova, in St. Petersburg. That was a tight one in 3 sets. She lost that one by 5 games. She lost to Teichmann by how many? 8 games or no 9 games in Dubai. So I mean that there's some concern that she could easily just get dealt with in 2 sets very very easily by Sakari, who's obviously the way better player. So I'll probably stay away from this one, but I kind of like the over at 18 and a half.
Yeah, bro. I think it's good because Sakari will definitely not, you know,
Yeah.
get blown out, obviously, and I don't think she can keep Zavatska under that number in all honesty. So yeah. Let's see.
For sure.
Next, Schmiedlova, AKS versus Christina Mladenovic. Yo, I think this is a disrespectful line from Mladenovic. Now I know she's a bum, but I mean Schmiedlova really is not. Um, Her comeback win against Qualis was super impressive, but I think that's just a world class collapse from Zvonareva, honestly.
Yeah.
I think when it's a comeback that big, it's more to do with you know the person that was on top collapsing rather than you know the person making the comeback.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, Mladenovic plus 140 at home in Paris. Um, yeah, I don't know. I kind of like that. I fuck with it. I feel like they're not doing her justice. Definitely good value. I'm gonna play that for 1 unit plus 140. I like the over for 2 units. Definitely got definitely got 3 sets written all over this bitch, I think.
I agree.
Um,
Yeah, I definitely agree.
so yeah,
Anytime
over
that
looks good, I think.
Schmiedlova has played somebody that's should be honestly the favorite or like somebody of close quality, it goes to 3 sets. Whenever she plays people who are way better, like Anisimova, she gets run through in 2 sets. Paulini's kind of like a challenger champ, so in those small tournaments she balls out. So I mean that 6-3, 7-5 is justified. But yeah, I definitely agree that this could go 3 sets without a doubt. My only concern is Mladenovic. Not a lot of her matches go to 3 sets. So we'll just have to see. I don't know if I'll play this one, but I like the over for sure.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's not forget that she beat Bencic in straights. Yeah.
Yeah, 6-3, 6-4, and I think I rode with Bencic on that match.
You did. That's why I'm reminding you.
Okay. Moving on.
Anyways, moving on. Sevastova versus Jen Brady. Yo, I don't want to spend too much time talking about this. Jen Brady sucks at tennis, especially on clay, and Sevastova at even money is disrespectful. Honestly. So, yeah. Moving on.
I'm really torn on that one because I think Brady might get the job done. To be fair, or to be completely honest. So,
how though?
I mean, she's
Bro,
the
she
more
doesn't know how to play
experienced player.
tennis, bro.
That's kind of a little extreme to say.
Bro, all right, but she's not the more experienced player.
Maybe
No shot.
Sevastova on clay, but overall Brady's the better player. Like just overall. And I know you're gonna doubt that, but I think that's true. I just think Sevastova is a little better on clay. And yeah, you're right.
Bro,
I
I
mean,
see a chick that can't move, bro. I see a chick that can't move.
at least she's not in a
and
wheelchair. Like what's her name that you were talking about earlier? Because she can't move
Kiki
her legs
Burton.
anymore. Yeah, that sounded like an attack on handicap people. That's not what it was, people. Um, but
Yeah, Casper
Sevastova,
Hez, yo.
even money, I guess. Yeah, that's a pretty solid bet, especially with how she plays on clay. I'll take that as well. Maybe.
Especially
I'll
against a chick
consider
who
it.
doesn't know how to play tennis. All right, moving on.
Brady's
Um,
gonna destroy her, and you're gonna be sitting there in disbelief, being like, "BPat was right."
all right, bet. Suarez Navarro, who just beat Cancer, good for her, versus a chick who doesn't know how to play tennis, Stone Stevens. Yeah, moving on. Shang Wang versus Su Wei Shea. Also moving on. I know you got Shang Wang in a parlay.
Yep,
Um,
money line,
I think
baby.
that looks fantastic. Yeah. Should be good.
Yep.
And that all wraps up WTA. I don't think we have time to run through the ATP, which I don't think is a bad idea, honestly. Would you like to spend some time on it, really picking our matchups, or no?
If you really want to, we can do a little bit. I think going through all of them might be a little too much. Especially since I'm really gonna stick to WTA for the most part during this tournament. But I know people might want to hear ATP, so I'm completely fine with doing some ATP. We could either do a separate episode of ATP, or we could do just like what you're saying, kind of pick and choose what we want to talk about.
Um, yeah, all right. Just gonna really handpick, um, you know, some of these matchups.
For sure.
All right. Rude, Casper Rude versus Benoit Paire. Are you saying that minus 17 and a half games is a good bet here?
Probably because Payet is not good and Rood is actually in pretty good form at the moment. So I mean, you said 17 and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 3 sets though. Are you serious?
No. Yo, minus 17 and a half is 18-0. So
Yeah.
like,
Okay. I was for some reason at first I was thinking that it was a 2-set match, but I mean, jeez. Okay. Yeah, I think
yeah.
Rood is
No,
definitely
no.
gonna win this in straight sets though.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I like the under and Rude minus 9. Um, Rude minus 9, that's like 6-3, 6-3, 6-3 for a push. Definitely think we can do better than that. And minus 9 is even money. Over under 29 and a half. Which I also like.
Yeah.
Yo, I like that under a lot. Yeah. Payet sucks.
Yeah. No doubt. Fade
Sucks.
machine. All right. What do we? Let's keep it moving. Let's keep the ball rolling.
All right, Bublik versus Medvedev. Yo. Oh, yeah. All right, so this is my favorite ATP play by far in the first round. Um, Bublik loves an upset. Like he will shit the bed as a favorite a lot of the time. Um, but when he's a major dog, like he definitely has an upset in him. And he's playing Medvedev, who absolutely sucks on clay. His first clay tournament, he bitched to the media about the surface. He'd always complain about, oh, clay is so dirty. Why do I have to play here? I wish I wouldn't play here. Blah blah blah. But all that shit. So like mentally, I think Bublik already has the advantage. And as far as the tennis goes, Medvedev's game itself is not good on clay at all. Whereas Bublik has been cooking up some decent wins on clay. His match against Rood, it looks bad score wise, but honestly, he did all right. He beat Karatsev on clay. He beat Shapovalov, Fuchsovics. Um, yeah. And Karatsev beat Medvedev on clay, and the next round faced Bublik, who took care of him in straights.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um,
So
yeah.
I was just gonna add, when you first told me, I was kind of hesitant. I was like, I don't know. I mean, Medvedev, obviously, the big name, or the bigger name here, number 2 in the world, had a pretty amazing run. I think it was and at the AO, whenever he he made it to the
Yeah.
final and got embarrassed, but,
Yes.
but yeah, I mean, obviously he's like the better overall player, but when you look at clay, like you said, he's pretty bad on clay. I mean, Bublik over the years hasn't been too good on clay
Horrible.
either. But I mean, he's put together a few wins here. I think rather than the money line here for me, I would like the over. It's sitting at 37 right now. My head doesn't really I forgot what you told me is like the normal for like over
Yeah, that's
unders
like
with
bang
these
on average.
bang on average.
That's
Okay.
like average.
So I kind of
Yeah,
like that because I think we'll see at least 4 or 5 sets here. I think it's going to be a tight one. I think Bublik will get the job done, but I don't think it's going to be in straights, to be honest. So I think I might actually play the over here. Not too sure yet, but I like it.
yeah. Fair enough. I definitely lean over if I had to pick, because quite naturally, when you like the dog, you also tend to gravitate towards over. Definitely
Yeah,
think it's a good pick, nonetheless, though.
for sure.
But yeah, excited to see it. Um, let's see. Not a lot of games that stand out. A lot of big favorites. Um, ay. Magyar versus John Millman. I honestly think there's value on Gianluca Magyar, even though I don't rate him. Minus 150 is alright. Um, Yannick Sinner plays against Herbert. Minus 6.5 is tempting. Herbert at home, though, you never know. Definitely more experienced, and a lot of these, bigger names have been coming out flat.
Yeah, for sure.
Overall, though, kind of put off by the ATP. Honestly, I mean, today was kind of shitty. Um, and none of the doesn't look like there's much value. Um, I don't know.
I think
Maj might be a move.
out of anything that kind of jumps out
Uh,
to me, maybe RCB -3 versus Emer. Um, maybe Karatsev -6.5, but like you said, the big names are kind of coming out flat a little bit. Like Tsitsipas won the first set as we speak in a tiebreak. And then
yeah, that's no good.
yeah, and then I also maybe would lean towards. I know you're not a big man of the old man Cuevas, but -5 against, where's he at? I kind of lost his name. But
Cuevas.
he's -5 against Pui.
Bowie.
Um,
Yeah,
trying to
that's
think
a
that.
decent bet. Honestly, that's a decent bet.
Yeah, I think that's pretty solid. -5. Um, and then those are really the two that kind of jumped out. Yeah, I really don't see anything else. But yeah, I kind of like
Yeah,
RCB. Emer isn't that great, right? Wouldn't you say?
yeah, bro. Both the Emer brothers kind of suck, but I do also I do like the RCB pick as a side, and I do like the over as well a little bit. Um, Sitting at 37. One thing I want to talk about super quick, yo. Um, David Goffin versus Musetti is the nightcap tomorrow. It's actually the first ever night sesh game. It's gonna be like late. But anyway, yo, I kind of like Goffin here. Against Musetti. I think Musetti looked god awful against Nishioka last week. Like really bad. Um, and Goffin is a big game player. Very experienced. Number 13 in the world. This is definitely his sort of occasion. And I don't really think he should be a dog against Musetti, who is just hype at this point.
Definitely, yeah.
I mean, like he plays good tennis and shit. But I'm not convinced that he should be a dog. Definitely, uh, that Goffin should be a dog. Definitely value on Goffin for sure, though.
Yeah, no
I may
doubt.
end up playing it for 1 unit, just for the value, and I don't know. Yeah, only thing that scares me though is Goffin also has looked shitty, but Musetti has kind of looked pretty bad after losing to Tsitsipas that one match in Lyon.
Yeah, for sure. Um,
Yes,
right,
sir.
right now in my head, I'm still kind of skimming through a bunch of these matchups, trying to formulate some type of maybe a parlay or something like that. Like an RCB money line, plus say maybe like a Cuevas money line that'd be plus money right there. Plus 111. So I mean I'm just kind of scheming. I'll probably end up playing the RCB -3.5 because that's probably my favorite play on here. I feel like that line should be a
Yeah,
little bit bigger.
I remember you told me you like Isner -4 against Sam Querrey.
Yeah, I mean I'd have to look more into that one because I'm not super familiar with Query. I know he's kind of an older player if I'm not mistaken, right?
Bro, he's an American player. That's all you need to know. I mean, so is
So is Isner.
Yeah, but he's the exception.
Yeah.
Sam Corey, bum ass. They're about the same age though. Isner might be older even.
Yeah, Isner's 3 years older. But I mean, Corey, this man is the last 2 years, has a total record of 5-11. He hasn't won a single match in the last 2 years on clay. Going up against
Oh
Isner,
god.
who's had some like pretty decent wins. He beat Rublev, RBA, and Kekmanovic, and then ultimately lost to Team, which is kind of but I mean, beating Rublev and RBA back to back on clay is pretty impressive, as opposed to Corey, who lost to Nishioka in 3 sets. So I don't know, and let him come back from down a set. So I might play that too, the Isner -4.
Yeah, honestly. Dude, Isner in five in best of fives, bro. That's so crazy, yo. Like he will wear you down, bro, trying to return his serves. Oof.
Yeah, I saw some match that he had like 80 aces or something like that. It was unreal.
Yeah, bro, dude's a machine, yo.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I like those are my 2 favorite: RCB -3, Isner -4, and then maybe a Cuevas -5.
Yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad.
All right,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's not a lot I like. If there is, I'll add it. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Oh, but yeah, definitely more WTA I like tomorrow for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
And if you guys listening are interested in who we might be playing ATP wise that we didn't speak about today, we'll be posting our picks on our Twitters as always. So go ahead and follow those. They're posted on the screen. Links in the description as well. We also discuss live pre-match, post-match, all that in the Bearded Betters Discord run by Corey Crone. Amazing place to chit chat about sports. Tennis, you can chit chat about any sport though. There's a chat for everything. So check it out. Link in the description as well. And best of luck to everybody. We'll be having more episodes come out through the rest of the tourney as the matches become less and less. So it'll be a little bit easier. We had so many matches today that we didn't really go over all of ATP, but as we get further on, we'll make sure we get as much done as possible.
Yes, sir. As always, thank you for listening, and let's have a great day tomorrow.
Let's do it.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Fuck you, golf.